Right, sorry about that. Back online now. Apologies for that. I had to reboot the system. The streaming software threw a fit, so I don't know what was going on there. So apologies. I'm starting again. Thanks for keeping the faith. Right, I haven't soldered this up yet, as I've just had to restart the PC. Hopefully, I'll have all this ironed out. But what I did realise was how much of a powerful PC you need to have just to render even at 720 at 25 frames a second. It absolutely kills it. So I'm currently using my Surface Pro, which is kind of behaving itself. So as I said, hopefully it should behave itself now. We won't get any more problems. Right, I'm going to solder this in, and I won't forget to patch in pin 10. I'll just need to find out where that trace went on the CIA, otherwise it's not going to work. I don't know why 901 226s, which is the basic ROM, seem to be the one that always it's always the most difficult to get hold of. I can get hold of kernels with no problem and character ROMs, but 226, I don't know why. Maybe it was just weaker than the rest. I don't know. Always difficult to get hold of. Okay, so I'm just soldering that lot in. There we go. Give that another clean off, and then we'll grab some tracing wire, and we will find out what pin 10 does, and make sure it's patched through to the right place. Give it a little scrub up there, lovely jubbly. Right, I'm just going to grab my squirt kit. Okay, 15.1 diagram, that's not going to be any use to us whatsoever. So looking on here, pin 10 is D1. And does D1, is that needed on the 6526? Oh yeah. Okay, 33. Should be 33 on both of them, I'm assuming. Yeah, D1. Okay, so make sure we've got continuity on this. So we'll check. Just going to kick the meter in here. You'll hear it going beep. So. We've got to check those two. Got 10. So I've got to do from there to there, from pin 10 to pin 10, and then 33, so 41, 48, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34. So there's no continuity there, so I'll have to patch that as well. Okay. Sorry about that. Thanks for hanging in there. Apologies. And yeah, I would with the scope, I wouldn't go mad. I mean, this is a Hamig. I brought it new. It was quite an expensive scope, but it's the one I used to use when I was a lot younger, when I first started training on these. That was a 20 meg one. It was all analog like this one, but all the buttons actually clicked, as opposed to this, which doesn't do a click. It just literally moves the LED around. But they're brilliant. You can't go wrong with those. But to be honest, if you're starting out, any 20 meg scope or any, I would always go for one of these if you can. Any scope will do, as long as it works. And yes, you're right, D1 is kind of important. Well, actually, no, we don't need D1. Who needs it? Should we just not bother with it? I can't be bothered with it. I knew I'd rip a track when I've got people watching. It's always the same. So I'm just going to patch this in if I can get my head together. So it's from there to there. So that's 1, 2, that side. So it's pin 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 12, 11, 10, going to tin that one. Sorry about this, I've gone quiet because I'm concentrating. I don't want to split the wire. There we go. Just wrap that back round. Probably, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here, but I'm just literally patching that in with a little bit of insulated wire there. Do drop me a message, by the way. I can see the live commentary going on there. Do drop me a message if you've just joined us. Great to see where you are, where you're coming from, where you're viewing from. I've had people from all over the place. It's amazing, to be honest. It still bums me out. Okay, so we'll just check what I've done there to make sure that's right. So 12, 11, 10, there we go, 10, 10. So I need to go from 33 because there wasn't any continuity between that on the 6526, which is D1. It's 32, let's have a look. 12, 11, 10. Oh no, we should be okay. Might have got away with it. Hooray! Let's see, shall we? Let's stick a ROM in there. Let's find one. Where are we? Where's my ROMs? Where's my ROMs? 91225. Got them here. Got them here. Got them here. Basic kernel ROMs. Again, these are all second-hand. Some are Paul, some are spares. I've tested that one, so we'll give that a shot. Stick that in, see what happens. It's in the right way. Nothing else embarrassing I'm going to do today. I'm sure it's a lot more embarrassing I'm going to do, to be fair, but there we go. Move the tracer more out of the way. See what happens. No! Say it isn't so. You know what else I've done as well, don't you? It's because I'm on the telly. I put the ROM in upside down. Here's me supposed to know what I'm doing. It's you lot. Let's try it, see what happens, see if it's survived an upside downer. Nah. I'm not doing very well today, am I? So maybe it's not the basic ROM, then maybe it's one of the CIAs. So we'll have a look into that. If anyone wants to chip in and give me a hand. How am I able to get away from the family? She's not here. They're not here. That's why I chose to do it Sunday night. They're not here. Right, let's dial another 226. I'll try another one just in case. Okay, so I'm wrong. It's not the basic, because we've tried two different ROMs now, and we've still got exactly the same issue. So the good thing about doing the videos is, I'll leave it on so I want that upside down, is that I can edit all this out and make me look like a genius. When in actual fact, I'm not a genius. So it's all smoke and mirrors. Okay, so we know the basic ROM is getting kicked in. I've got another 6526. I'm just trying to find out which one actually deals with the memory bank. If anybody you want to tell me which one of these deals with the memory bank, that would be great. We'll try the socketed one first of all, shall we? Let's have a go at that. So let's have a try. And I suppose we could always go for the favourite and just try the PLA, but I'm not so sure about that. I mean, it's possible, but I'm not so sure. I'm going to stick a tested 6526 in there so we know what's going on. Nope. Okay. Fine. Fair enough. Let's try. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try the PLA. Everybody blames PLA, but I'm going to try it. And we've got them, so we might as well give it a spin. I'm not convinced it's that, but you never know. Okay, there we go. There's one there. Oh, that's an old one. Don't want to use one of those. Let's try it. No, there we go. No, so we know it's definitely not the PLA. Right, okay. So I'm guessing now I'll have to just desolder that other 6526 because that's the only other thing that I can think that cause that, unless you guys can throw anything at me. Because it would normally be basic. It would normally be 652. It would normally be the basic ROM that's causing that. But we've tried 3 different basic ROMs, and I've made sure the stuff's connected together, so we know that. So I will just now proceed. I'm going to put the original bits back in. I suppose shall we try video? We'll give video a go, shall we? We'll give the Vic a go. Again, it's not likely, but it's socketed, so it's something else we can go for. We could also try the processor as well. Ooh, ceramic. Ceramic. Where's my sit stash? There we go. There's my Vic stash. Don't want to put that one. It's a 658565. Let's try this. I'm not expecting it to be the Vic, but as it's a socketed chip, it's always best to give it a spin before I decide to rip some more tracks and socket another one. See what happens, shall we? Ooh, hello. That's a little bit more interesting. Don't know if you can see it, but I've now got a display, admittedly with crap running down it, but I've now got a display of sorts, but we've got a display. It's not looking particularly happy or healthy though, but at least I've got a display. So let's stick this 6526 back in. I did not expect that. Let's try it again. There we go. Right. Now that one we've seen before. This one I've seen lots and lots of times before. That will either be colour memory, it'll either be the colour memory or it will be the PLA. And we can check that. So I was wrong. Happens. So it's the Vic that was causing the problem there, but I'm going to put that ceramic bad boy to one side for a moment. And we've now got a colour memory problem. So let's have a look and see if the colour memory is being selected all the time or not selected at all. So chip select on the colour memory is, we've got chip select and write enable, which is 8. Chip select is 8 and write enable is 10. Now write enable comes directly from the PLA. So let's have a look at pin 10. So this is the colour memory here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ugh. Now if you look on the scope, you can see, look, it's at 1 volt. It's at 1 volt, which means basically it's being written to all the time, which is why you're seeing all the colours on the screen. The video memory is being written to, and that comes directly from the PLA, which means PLA's at it. So let's change that over. Never seen a Vic do that. I have to say I've never seen a Vic do that before. Vic chip do that before. So let's stick another PLA in. Preferably one with straight pins. Just put another one out. Just use a different one. Little pink spot means I've tested it, so. There we go. And yes, the ceramic 6569 would have been nice had it not been busted. But there we go. So new PLA and a new Vic seems to have sorted that one out. So now we've got a steady display, we've got a flashing cursor. The only thing I need to find out now is whether the Vic is as the SID's knackered. But let's have a look. So I'll move my chips out of the way so that can go in the bin because it's had it. Which is behind me. Movement PLAs out the way. Okay, I'm going to go take the opportunity to check this basic ROM that I put in upside down. So now you can see why it's always worth giving it a spin. Giving the socketed chip a spin, because I'd have probably, like an idiot, ploughed into the I'd have ploughed into the 6526s there and just desoldered something unnecessarily. Now, the only problem is with these solder things as well. I'll test the base one later, it's fine. We'll do that later, but just remind me to keep them out. I am going to wipe that, so put some new heatsink stuff on it. It might be 30 years old, this gooey compound stuff. It never gets any better, ever. Yes, definitely a strange one. I wouldn't have thought it was the Vic at all. This is the stuff I use. It's just normal heatsink compound. I'll give that a little bend back so it just makes a little bit more contact with the Vic. Squidge on there. So let me grab. Great cartridge these if you haven't got 1541 Ultimate 2. Fantastic bit of kit this. And what did I do with my cable earlier? I had a cable earlier. I did. And now when I need it, it's gone. Oh, excuse me, ladies and gents, I'll be right back with you. Just find a disk drive cable. There's one, that'll do. Okay, just looking at some of the comments here on the live chat. Yes, Vic's and SIDs on bread bin boards on these boards are all compatible. It really doesn't matter about the revision, they are all compatible, they all run the same. However, don't plug a 8580, which is the SID on the 64C, or an 8568, which is the 6568. It's this one, 8565. That one there. Don't plug those. That's a C64C Vic. Don't use those. They're not interchangeable because the C64C uses 5/9 volts for the SID and the Vic. So you have to. They're not interchangeable. They don't work properly, and they'll go bang. And you really wouldn't do that. Wouldn't want to do that because that would ruin your day. Right. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to power this up, make sure the cartridge port works. So we should get that, which is great. And then I'm just going to chuck a demo in, and we'll see if the SID behaves itself. Oh, excuse me, sore eyes. Right, just turn that on. There we go. Let's pick go like quite like that. Mount disc. Be even better if I could type. Right, you can see there that the or you can probably hear that, or hopefully you can hear that the SID's okay. I'm not sure if you can see the screen too well, to be fair. But I'm quite happy with that. That seems to be behaving itself. Modern demos are really good. I always use them to test, to be honest. They always tend to stretch the hardware quite a bit with different timing tricks, etc. So with timing and things like that, you always know if you're going to have a VIC or a 6526 problem. I will do a harness test on this, but we'll do that again. We'll do that a bit later on. We'll have a look at the next one for now. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. That's brilliant, fantastic. So we've got one done. I'm just going to put that back together. And yes, it's definitely goat light. I do like the goat light demo. It's quality. Well, it's short term. We'll bung this one back together very quickly. I'll give that a bit more of a clean up a bit later on. But that's quite a nice early 64 actually. So I've got the wrong bottom there. That will allow me to have 14 different 64s open at the same time, I think. Is it the wrong bottom? I'll tell you what, let's not worry about putting that one back together just yet. So we've got that one all together. Right. Okay, so I need to tidy up a bit because I have a terrible habit of not having enough space. So the next one we've got, which I haven't looked at before, but I know it's a black screen. This is another one which came off of eBay, which I managed to get for not too much money, even though the prices they're going from on eBay nowadays is absolutely outrageous. Just keep mind my head. So you should hopefully be able to see from this that we just get a black screen. Oh no, I got a black screen the other day, so I haven't got one to bear. This one is now actually working. Let's try it again. And that's working fine. Okay, brilliant. Okay, I'm just going to open this one up anyway because I'm not sure what revision it's got in it. So that's got a reasonably low serial number, 789312. We'll just check this one out and see what type of motherboard it's got inside it. I was really looking forward to repairing that. I've been sat on it for weeks, or a couple of weeks, and I was looking forward to getting stuck into it with you boys, and there we are. It works. I shouldn't really complain about it though, should I, to be honest? Now, I was hoping, and it's quite sad that it's quite sad that you sort of hope these things are broken, but I was hoping that this was going to be broken because this has, and I don't know if you can see, this has Micron technology RAM. This stuff is an absolute nightmare. These M2 4264s are a nightmare. These, if I ever see any RAM faults, if there's any sort of problems, it's always these ones. It's always these are the most likely to pop. Micron are still around. They make RAM for HP servers and stuff like that, so they have to be obviously a bit more reliable. But this stuff pops all the time. It's a nightmare. I'm just going to make sure that that wasn't a fluke, and we'll have the lid off this as well, and we'll see what sort of SID it's got, Vic it's got on it. I don't think it'll be ceramic. Nope, still working. Rats. Can't believe I'm complaining about a board that's working. See if we can get this bad boy off. No, black SID. Oh, shame. Shame, shame, shame. Everybody loves the ceramic SIDs, I don't know why. They weren't just made in R1, I've seen R2 and R3 ones. Those particular SIDs bounce around as well, so what we've got here. That is a... I've got no idea what type of Vic that is because the writing's come off as I've rubbed that away. So we'll put a bit of squid on that anyway. A little bit of squidge on there, and once again, as usual, I've covered it. Get that seated nicely. Ah, and it works. Oh well, I can't complain. I'm not going to complain. It's working. It doesn't have a badge, but we'll find one of those. So I should put this one back together. Again, this has got the nice thick clips, which seem to be on the later revisions of bread bins. The thicker clips are definitely a good idea because the other ones were rubbish. They used to break all the time. Just sneeze on them and they'd snap, you know. No, it would be alright if I could actually use my hands and put this back together. There we go. Well, I don't think I have anything else that's broken. So I might have to cut this a little bit short. I'll see if I can dig out some more broken stuff, because you don't just want to see me playing these Commodore games, because that's just silly. But look, thank you very much for tuning in. I'm sure it's been short and sweet, and I'm sorry about the technical difficulties I had previous. I shall have to go and get myself a more powerful PC that doesn't decide to give up the ghost when it's rendering. Thanks very much for watching. I will dig out some more faulty systems, and we'll get them repaired. I shall advertise as and when on the various Facebook channels when I'm going to do the next one. But I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's not been too stressful for you, and you're not sick of the sound of my voice. But yeah, if you've got any suggestions, anything like that, please leave feedback on the channel. Check out my other videos. I will do some more of these. There's another Commodore Capers on its way, which I just need to finish off, which I'll be publishing fairly soon. But thank you so much for tuning in. It's really good of you, and I'm sorry to disappear. I don't have any other broken stuff, so unless you want me to sit here and just keep doing this. But thanks very much. Don't forget to leave your feedback. Really appreciate it. Cheers.